Hey Nelly Addicts, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today we're doing a dip with me video. We're going to be using several different products. We're going to be also talking about IGEL Beauty's Easy Ombre Gel. It's supposed to help you make beautiful ombres, really simple, really easy. We'll talk about that later on in the video. But right now, let's get into the dip powder. We're going to be using OCD's Beauty's Vintage Springtime Parasol. It's one of my newest creations. And also, we're going to be using two different colors. A yellow from Sunflower Fields from Devz Dip, and also chili from acrylic to make the ombre. So I already put the yellow sunflower color on my nails as a base, and I'm just showing here the orange color that we're going to use. But before we get into that, we're going to go ahead and apply Parasol to the two accent nails, the middle finger and the ring finger. So when working with dried flowers in your dip powder, when you open up the jar, it can be a little intimidating. But I assure you, these flower petals laid down so beautifully, so flat to the nail, they almost melted into the nail. It was so easy to work with. And it also has these green flakes in it. They're kind of like iridescent colored, iridescent green flakes. They also match perfectly with the design, and they laid down really flat. I barely had to do any filing, any buffing. And the base of this is a muted orange. It's cream, but it has a tinge of orange, and also these microscopic green glitters in it. So it gives a really good coverage on your first dip. I didn't even need to apply a second dip over this. It covered so well, and it was so opaque that I just went right into applying my dried flowers. So as you can see here, I'm picking up a few of the petals. Now these are full of orange and yellow flowers and some little micro leaves also. Unfortunately, in this sample that I chose, I must have picked up just the most smallest amount of flowers that I could find out of that sample. When you get your jar at home, it will be nothing sparse like this. It will be loaded with dried flowers and green flakes and glitter. I just so happened to pick up just the smallest little sample of it, just to give an idea of what your nails could look like, what you could do with the dip powder. So anyway, back to the nails. So here I just applied some clear dip powder over it. As you can see, it is perfectly flat. That is going to file beautifully. I'm just going to need to just take off a little bit off the top just to smooth it out, to make sure there's no lumps in it at all. But it applied so nicely. It just laid down so flat. I can't say how proud I am of this dip powder. It came out so good. I can't even, it's my product, I know, but I can't even brag enough on it. So anyway, back to the dip powder and manicure. We're just gonna go ahead and lay down a couple of little leaves to kind of make the manicure come together and make you really get that flower bouquet effect. So after I finish applying these dried flowers, we're gonna get into the IGEL Beauty's Easy Ombre. So I'll check back in a few. Okay, we're back and we're just activating after we've already put our clear layer on top of it. We're just using some activator. And now we're going to get into this Easy Ombre from IGEL Beauty. So I watched a few videos on this to see how it works. So like I did earlier, I already applied that golden yellow and I activated it, and I did not foul and buff. What I did was I applied that gel, dipped it into clear dip powder, and flash cured it. And now I'm just going in with a cosmetic brush and just kind of dabbing into the orange color. What I can say about this is that I'm not going to say it's easy. I'm not going to say it's difficult. I'm going to say it's a learning curve. I tried this on 3 different nails. I got 3 different ombre looks, as you're going to be able to see that in the video. But I'm not saying that this was an easy ombre. I've tried several different ombre techniques before, and honestly, I haven't had any luck with one that I thought was a surefire ombre method. This was no different. So instead of me dipping it in the clear for this nail, I decided to leave the clear off and just flash cure it for 10 seconds after I applied the gel. And then I'm going to go straight into dipping it into the jar instead of using the brush, the cosmetic makeup brush. This method worked out a little bit better. It was a little more opaque at the tip of the nail. But where I messed up is after I flash cured it again and came back in for the second layer, when I went up a little further past the midline of the nail, I actually should not have done that. I should have just kept dipping it at the tip. So you can see right there, when I went a little further up past it, it made this line of demarcation. So now it just looked like it went from yellow to orange. You can't see that transition in the middle, and it also made it a little thicker. So later on in the video, I do clean that up by just taking a file and just gently buffing off some of that color before I put my top coat on it. So we're gonna try this one more time. Put the gel on, flash cure for 10 seconds, and then I try to put some of the orange powder back on by dipping it in and doing it again with the applicator brush. That did not turn out. The thumbnail actually turned out the worst of them all. I ended up splashing it, and it was kind of the ombre color. Actually, it just ended up being patches of orange all over the thumb and not blended in like it needed to be. So I didn't like the thumbnail at all. I was actually kind of glad it popped off sooner than later, because I used a peel-off base before I put any of this on. So right here is what I was telling y'all. I was just fouling off some of the color because of that line of demarcation that it left. It actually turned out a little bit better once I fouled some of that color off the middle part. I'm not fouling it all the way towards the end because I want to keep the tip of it opaque with the orange color. It was just that mid piece that I dipped a little too much into the powder. My thoughts on the Easy Ombre IGEL Beauty. I'm gonna try it again. I think it has a learning curve, but maybe once I get the hang of it, I'll be able to create some really beautiful ombres. I did try it these, on 3 different nails, but I think I'm gonna give it another go on another set. I'm gonna film it and see how those nails turn turn out. I got this a while ago. That was my first time ever using it. And like I said, I used a whole lot of YouTube tutorials before I even applied it to my nail. And I did a swatch of it, which the swatch didn't turn out that good either, now that I'm thinking about it. Anyway, this manicure is one of my favorites. I absolutely love the way it turned out. Even the ombre, I think eventually it did turn out pretty good. I'm just gonna have to work with it again to really see if I can get the hang of it. So if you guys love this look, you love dry flowers in your dip powder, or you never tried dry flowers on your dip powder, please check out my site, OCDBeauty&Etsy.com, and check out the vintage springtime collection. I'm sure you'll find something there that you love. As you can see, these flowers are perfectly flat. They laid down to the nail. They're easy to work with. You're gonna absolutely love this dip powder. I love the way this manicure turned out. I can't stop staring at my nails. I think they turned out so pretty. So you guys, thank you so much for watching my video. We're just gonna finish off this nail set with some dip powder, dip liquids from OCDB Beauty, and we're gonna do IGEL Beauty's top coat, gel top coat on the ombre nails. And you guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you to my subscribers. Please like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.